Hello, happy Thursday. And this is Thoughtful Thursday. Welcome to my channel, Georgia Girl Every Woman Wellness. And I'm your host, Georgia Girl. Today I'm sharing my thoughts on the shooting that took place in Georgia yesterday. I am from Georgia. And I never heard of this area, but it's not too far from me. But I would like to send out prayers to the families that lost their loved ones yesterday, to the two teachers, to the two students, and also to the other people that was injured. This is a tragedy. No matter how you see it, how you go about it, it is a tragedy, and it's happening all over the world. It ain't just like it just started. Gun violence need to stop. It need to stop. We need to do whatever we can that our voices be heard about this gun violence. Parents shouldn't have to be worried whether they'll see their kids when they get back home or not. Like I say, it's a tragedy all the way around. These are the people that lost their lives on yesterday. We have two teachers. They both were math teachers. We have Richard Aswald. He was a teacher. Christina Amory, she was also a teacher. And so we had two boys, teenage boys, to get killed. Both of them was 14. One of the boys' name was Christian. The other one was named Mason. The one named Mason, I've been reading. I was doing my own research. He was artistic. Hey, welcome in, Joshua. Hey, welcome in, pretty chocolate girl. Good to see you. I'm just talking about some trending news about the tragedy of this school shooting. It is sad all the way around the board. This is the person. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm your host, of course. Welcome in. If you want your link drop, type the word troopers and your link will drop. Hope everybody's doing great. I'm feeling much better than I was over 2 weeks ago. God is so good. I thank him for his grace and mercy. So I'm back trying to put some content on my channel. You know, after you be out for a while, you have to come back and try to make up for some of the time you didn't put out from YouTube. But, you know, I always say my health does come first. We got Pretty Chocolate Girl in the chat. I've been knowing her for a while. I think I met her years ago through another channel, but she does have a channel also. We got Joshua in the chat. He has a channel. Living for Jesus doesn't have a channel, but she's a very good supporter. Hey, Lena, how's everybody doing? I just want to talk about this tragedy that has happened, you know, with this gun violence, this shooting at this school, you know. And this is the young boy what did the shooting, y'all. He ain't nothing but a baby. 14-year-old. He's nothing but a baby himself. This is the boy that shot the two teachers, that killed the two teachers and the two students, and also injured 9 other people. It's a tragedy. I don't care how you look at it. It's a tragedy all the way around the board. And it needs to come to an end, y'all. It needs to come to an end. It's sad. School just started. They haven't been in school, what, a month? It needs to come to an end, y'all. Kids haven't been in school a whole month yet. And look, this is what they got to start their year off with. You know, us parents and grandparents, I don't know about y'all, but I pray daily for my children and other people's children also. Because when you see other children get hurt or get killed, it make you think about your own children. Like I said, my grandkids going to a new school, they're in a new town. Every time I'm up here with them now, every time I'm always asking them, how was your day? How was your school day? How are they treating you? When you be at a new school, people tend to especially other kids. If they don't know you, they'll try to try you just to see how you are. Your babies are homeschooled. That's great. I mean, you know what, pretty chocolate girl? It eventually it gonna all get to homeschool because people don't want nothing to happen to their kids. You know what I'm saying? You wake up in the morning time, you give your kid a kiss on their jaw or tell them that you love them and tell them you'll see them when they come home. You're hoping to see your children when school is over with. I was reading where the young black boy what got killed, the 14-year-old, his parents, they knew that he hadn't got home from school. They knew something was wrong, but he's autistic. You know, they was wondering maybe he had walked off somewhere, you know, like some children do, but found out the child had been got killed. And then, hey, Miss Petty, how you doing? Good to see everyone. Hey, Miss Key. It's just sad, y'all. So at this time, everybody, let's put some silent prayers. Let's put some prayers in the chat for the families that lost loved ones during this tragedy. It's a tragic, you know, to see our babies are not even safe at school. And it's not getting any better. It's not getting any better. We got this election coming up. Let's put some prayer signs. We don't even have to know people to pray for them. Prayer is powerful. Prayer is powerful. And when you see a community, it's in Georgia, when you see a community that is hurting, because I'm like, this right here, this place here is like a couple of hours from Atlanta. I'm about 2 hours from Atlanta myself. About an hour and a half, put it like that, from Atlanta. And this place here was right outside of Atlanta. And it's just sad. It's sad. I believe in prayer. I believe in prayer. And all the things that I have dealt with in my life, as of today, I can't say God is good. And I'm going to continue to keep the faith and continue to pray and ask God to make me stronger in areas that I need to be strong. But these are the victims right here. It was 2 teachers and 2 teenage boys. They both were 14 years old. The little black boy, had autism. They said they both were fun-loving children. And, you know, they probably excited for the school year, probably getting ready to play sports. And you know how you be when you first get back to school, you see some of the friends that you haven't seen all summer. And wow, they hadn't been in a school but a whole month. And this tragedy had to happen. And then these teachers here. I salute the teachers, the bus drivers, the principals. I salute all those people along with our children, because these teachers, you know, they have to help watch and take care of our children. But when they get hurt too, you know, it's just a tragedy, y'all. So thank y'all for putting the prayer sign. You don't have to know a person to pray for them. Think about these parents. Think about the wives and husbands that these people were married to, their children. Think about what they're going through. So it's a loss all the way around the board. That's right. Tomorrow is not promised. And what do y'all think need to be done? I'm going to come on camera if anybody want to come on the panel and let's talk about some things about this. What do y'all think really need to be done? What do y'all think? Hey, over 50, what do y'all really think need to be done about this? Because it's getting terrible, y'all. It is getting terrible. Hey, everybody. Seems like I ain't seen y'all in so long. Y'all know I've been up under the weather. I had my teeth done. I had to have stitches. But I thank God I'm feeling much better. Still working with this wellness journey, trying to stay on this track of eating right. And it ain't been easy. And y'all know I deal with fibromyalgia. I've been having those pain days. Some days it be up, some days I be down. But when my teeth started bothering me, I knew it was time to get out there house and go get something done. That's why I say your dental care is good, just like your health care. We must continue to take care of our mind, body, and soul. And today I'm just doing some trending news about this tragedy what happened over here in Georgia. And it's sad, y'all. It could have been our kid. It could have been someone that we know. That's why I said you don't have to pray for people you just know. Pray for everybody because it's sad. So what if y'all had a welcome in, Teresa? How are you doing? Teresa said, personally, I think everyone involved should be held accountable. Him, his parents, and the children who bullied him. Yeah, it's more to it. While I was reading, like I said, anything I read or talk about is for educational entertainment purposes only. And it's all over the internet. It's trending. From what I was reading, that his aunt said he been needing help. But I'm like this, y'all. I don't know how many people are going to agree with me. Why wait till something happen to say he need help? If you knew your nephew needed help, I know that's not your child, but she said she stayed in Florida or whatever. She was long distance. Welcome in, Teresa. I think you're new. Welcome in. Hey, Trending Buddha Support. Welcome in, everybody. I can drop the link. I'm gonna put the link on my community board because I'm on StreamYard. I got it going the vertical way, and it's hard to copy the link through the chat. So I'm gonna put the link on my community wall. If anybody want to come up, long you're being positive, we can have a little dialogue about this. So Teresa, you are new. Welcome in the chat. I never seen you before. Y'all, let's welcome Teresa to my chat over here. Teresa, we do a lot of wellness. I do meal prep. I'm all about inspiration. I'm all about talking about the mind, body, and soul. And I had to talk about this because I got grandkids in school. I'm in Georgia, not too far from that, a couple of hours from the place. I never heard of that part of Georgia, but it's part of Georgia. It's outside Atlanta, and I'm like an hour and a half from Atlanta. Let's welcome Teresa in the chat, everyone. We have some awesome creators in here. If anybody wants to connect, y'all just type the word troopers and y'all link will come up. I'm fixing to put the link in the chat, and I would love to hear, well, I'm putting it on my community wall. I would love to hear some input about how y'all feel about this. It's enough, right? Enough is enough. Pretty Chocolate Girl, so her children go to homeschool. Do y'all think they're going to have to go to homeschool, or should the parents take their children out of school just to show Congress and whoever making these rules about these gun laws? Would they have to just close the schools down to make sure our babies be safe? What are some of the solutions y'all would suggest? If you want to come on the panel, I just put this link on my community wall. What are some of the solutions, y'all? But background. Okay, figure that told you your homeschool is just be careful. I went through one, so I know how schools are. That's true. Anybody want to come on the panel, y'all can go to my community wall and get the link. Because I tried to put it in my thing when I was live before, and you couldn't tap on it. But it's sad, y'all. It is sad. When I be around my grandkids, when I get ready to see them go get on that bus, I start praying as soon as they leave out the door. I was saying, Lord, please cover my children, cover everybody at school, cover the principal, the bus drivers, anybody that work at the school, anything that's going wrong throughout the day, please cover our children. We got to make our voices be heard, everybody. We got to. I don't know who's voting for who in this election, but whoever win the White House, this right here needs to be seen about. This need to be seen about. Enough is enough. People shouldn't have to lose sleep worrying about their children, whether they're going to come home safe every day. It don't make no sense, y'all. It don't make no sense. School just started back. It just started back. They haven't been in school a whole month. And here go tragedy. Kids probably just excited by being back at school. You know how you be when you guys at school. Some probably been excited and some haven't. But from what I was reading, they had already talked to the father and the son about online threatening people with guns. If you already had suspected this about this family, why did you let them go in 2023? Why you didn't take their guns away from them? I know people have their license to keep guns or whatever. But like I said, I'm reading to find out more and more about this. They saying the dad said he bought the child the gun for a Christmas gift. What 14-year-old need a gun? Tell me. Can y'all answer that question? All the parents in the chat, would you buy your 14-year-old child a gun? That's the question I want to know. Will you buy your 14-year-old son a gun? Knowing how bad the gun laws and the violence is in the world. So it's just like you giving him permission to get out there and do the things like Teresa was saying. Those parents, they're gonna be arrested also. What 14-year-old needed a gun for a Christmas present? Tell me, y'all. What? Who in their right mind would buy their child a gun knowing how bad things are? So they said he was bullied. He was being bullied at school. And I talk about this all the time. When children get bullied, that causes them to do things. They sometimes cause them to want to commit suicide. It causes them to want to hurt others because they have taken so much in from people where they're at the point where they're ready to snap. And that's where the parents come in at. Talk to your children. See what's going on with them. Follow, monitor their phones. We got kids got iPhones and iPads and all these different things. Don't even know what they be looking at. You got to monitor your children. See who they follow on social media. Watch what they post. If they're on Instagram, if they're on Facebook, see what they're posting. See who they're following. Find out who they're talking to. Social media will tell, I'm telling y'all, it's a good thing to be on social media and it's also a bad thing. Some things on social media shouldn't be on social media. And then there are some things on social media that can help you when you need to know something. I mean, you don't even have to turn on TV now. Turn on your Facebook and Instagram, TikTok. You'll find out everything you need to know. People don't even talk on telephones. They don't even talk on their house phones no more. I don't even think that many people have a house phone no more. Cell phones, iPods. They getting everything off the internet. If the aunt said he was asking for help, where's the link? Go to my community wall, Living for Jesus. It's on my community wall. It's on my community wall. You said if the aunt said he was asking for help, and that is true, the parents should have gotten him help as needed. Exactly. Pay attention to and talk to your children and their outline activity. Absolutely. I got 3 grandkids here with me right now. 2 of them have phones. Sometimes they be in their room. I'm like, what y'all looking at? What y'all doing? I'm cuss. Go back in your room. You know you're on punishment. One of them acting up at school today. You gotta stay in your room. You can't even be on. You on punishment. You can't watch TV. Get back. Stop it. Go back in your room. You know you're on punishment, right? That doesn't mean. Your mama said you gotta stay in your room. You can't watch television because she was talking too much at school. And see, when they act up at school, we gotta take some of the things that they really like. She loved to be on the television. She loved to watch the television. She loved to be on the phone. Get back. All right, you want to go get a whooping? I'm gonna call your mama. Okay. You supposed to be in your room. You supposed to be in your room. Yana, bring me that belt. Cause you supposed to be in your room. Okay. You on punishment. And she got on punishment today because she got a note from school that saying she talking too much in class. So my daughter put her on punishment. She don't supposed to be watching no television tonight. Do y'all see the link on my community wall? Cause some kind of way the link. Tell your sister fix yourself. Eat. It'll be time you take your bath. We got to, y'all. We gotta set rules because if we don't, they gonna get out and try to do what they want to do, and we can't have that, y'all. We cannot have that. That was over 50 families said that. Okay, you're right. If they said this child needed help, why wait now and say he needed help? They said in 2023, they already had questioned the dad and son about online gun threat. They already got on record where they already questioned them about these things. So why is they surprised he did not use the gun when you just sat there and purchased a gun? What 14? I can't figure that out. My grandson just turned 13 last week. Do you think I'm gonna go purchase a gun for him? Do you see the link? I'm gonna try to see could I put it in the chat, but last time I tried to put it in the chat, they was having a hard time trying to tap on it. So I'm gonna see can I put it in the chat because I'm doing a vertical live on StreamYard. Okay. 20. Okay, we got who is it? Oh, Joshua. Okay, Joshua. Did I put you up there? Joshua, say something. Hey, Joshua.
What's up?
We got Joshua Graham up here, everybody. How you doing?
Great, blessed. Another beautiful day. You know what I mean?
Another beautiful day. So how do you feel about? We got Josh. Tell everybody who you is, so we can be able to find you on YouTube.
my I got a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel name is 24 Graham 24. I got autism my whole entire life. I gotta keep pushing. All my autism people keep pushing out there. Keep showing the word out of autism awareness name and
yes.
Yep.
Okay, yep, we got Living for Jesus up here. Anybody else want to come up? Y'all can come up. How you doing, my sis? How are you doing?
I'm good, sister. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Do you want to introduce yourself?
How are you?
Just said somebody got feedback somewhere. I don't know if some because we hear an echo right now. Go down and come back up, Living for Jesus. It seemed like the echo came when you came up.
Yeah, that's just because I have my cell phone next to me.
Okay, we got Living for Jesus up here. We have Joshua. Living for Jesus, you just want to just tell about who you are. I know you don't have a channel, but a lot of us know you for being a good supporter and you always sharing good information in our channels, and we does appreciate you so much. So would you like to just tell everybody who you are?
Like my screen name say, Living for Jesus, Christian mother of two, stay-at-home housewife.
All right. So we got Living for Jesus up here. We also have Joshua Graham up here. And Joshua, and you are, I'm gonna say this about you, Joshua. A lot of people would be like, feel ashamed about some of the things they go through, like autism and stuff like that.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you that you show awareness, because I share awareness about it too, because I have relatives that also have. And do you know one of the young guys, one of the boys that got killed had autism also?
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So let's continue to pray for the family. So what I want to ask y'all today, the ones that are up on the panel, and I know Living for Jesus, you had put in my chat yesterday that you own guns, but you keep them away from your kids, right? So just tell me, what solutions do you think need to happen? What do you think need to happen? Either one of y'all can go for it. What do you think needs to happen to help stop this gun violence?
Parents need to start parenting again. They need to stop this gentle parenting BS and stop trying to be your kid's friend and actually parent. Okay, if you knew your child was having problems, why are you not up at the school? That child should have been pulled out and homeschooled.
Absolutely.
Okay. The reason why the boy had a gun at 14 is because he's in the South and the hunting culture is real down here. A 14 is about the age any father will take his son out to go deer hunting, turkey hunting. That's the culture. But the problem is he knew his child had problems. That gun should have been secure. Me and my husband have guns, but we also have a gun safe. My children can't access our guns. Our guns are under lock, key, and password coded. They can't get to the gun. Okay.
Exactly.
He never should have been able to access it. Him getting his son a gun. First of all, if he knew his son had problems, he shouldn't have got the gun to begin with. But if he wanted to do that and do hunting, then fine. He should have had the gun secured. $100 you can get a gun safe. $100 you can get a gun safe. Second of all, why were you not monitoring your child? Why did you not know a gun was missing?
Exactly.
More gun laws is not going to help this problem, okay? Because guess what? That boy broke about 12 gun laws.
Yes.
When someone wants to do some dirt, they're not caring about what laws they break. And if it was not a gun he got from his father, he would have got it out on the street.
Exactly.
It's not that hard to get a gun out on the street, unfortunately.
And then they already had spoke with them in 2023 about the same thing.
So they had warning. They had warning against this boy. Okay, the parents were not doing their job. My child underwent, it was, you call it bullying. My daughter, Sunday Rose, she's on the student council, beta club, and she helps other children with math homework and such because she's good at it. Okay, she'll do a group text with other children and help them with homework. There was a boy, his name is Charlie. He did 2 paragraphs where he was calling my kid the N-word. Literally, he repeated the N-word several times in 2 or 3 paragraphs.
Wow.
I saw it and I took myself up to the school and asked to speak to the principal. I said, this needs to be addressed. This is not cool. This needs to be addressed. The boy had already done it last year to somebody else. And also he was harassing other girls. His mother had passed away 2 years ago, and he has some issues with girls and women. So I said, you need to get with him and his parents and the school counselor and handle this.
You did the right thing. You did the right thing.
My child is not going to be a victim. My child is not going to be a victim. This needs to be addressed and handled now. They knew that boy was having problems. They should have pulled him out of school. But see, nobody wants to parent anymore. Everybody wants that gentle parenting BS. No, you cannot be your child's friend. You need to be a parent and a disciplinary. Also, it's all this gun violence and school shootings started when they kicked God out of the school. They used to pray. They used to have That's when this happened. I remember a time when you could pray in school. It was encouraged. You said the Pledge of Allegiance, and then you said the Lord's Prayer. There was fear of the Lord back then. Okay, that they had that. They kicked God out of the school. There used to be a time when you have, especially in the high schoolers, they had gun in the South. The high schoolers had gun racks in the back of their things where they would go hunting, and nobody got shot. Why? Because they had fear of the Lord. They knew if I do something, there's going to be eternal consequences.
Yes, Lord. You better say it, girl.
But eternal consequences. They kicked God out of the school. And then they start this gentle parenting BS.
Hey, thank you.
Be my kid's friend instead of a parent. And
girl,
only that, the parents are so caught up in freaking social media and doing their own thing, they don't even have time to raise their children. They just hand the child, until the child gets big enough, they hand them an iPad and expect the child to raise themselves. It's BS. I know.
You're right, girl. You said it all.
But everybody wants to put it back on, well, we need more gun laws. Gun laws are not going to help. Chicago's got one of the, that city's got one of the most, has the most gun laws, and it's still too dangerous up there.
Yeah.
It's still too dangerous. My brother lives in Chicago. I wanted to go visit him. He himself said, it's too dangerous. You can't come up here, sweet pea. If you come up here, something's going to happen. And they have the most gun laws. It's not the guns. It's people's heart. They need the Lord.
Yes,
they need the Lord. Children need to be disciplined, and this, I'm telling this gentle parenting BS is, I can't stand it. Oh, I have to be my child's friend. No, you don't. They need parents. They need parents. They need discipline. They need discipline. Not only that, but a lot of times fathers are not in the home, so it's the mother struggling. No, children should have two parents. Children should have two parents. It takes two of them to make them, and you need two of them to raise them. Yes, when my teenager steps out of line, recently my teenager, my oldest Sunday Rose, back-talked me. My husband yanked her up and said, you listen here. Before she was your mother, she was my wife, and you're not going to talk to her like that in our house. You got me? And
you girl.
He said, now F with me one more time and see what happened to you, little girl. That's what you need. That is what is needed. And then we made her do write-offs of every verse in the Bible where it talks about respecting your parents. She did 100 write-offs on that.
Wow. You got to know, you can be with your kids all you want, but that friend, like I tell my children, I'm mama all day long. Cause we hang and go vacations and stuff like that. I'm still not your friend. I'm mama. And you got to put those rules in place. You got to know what your children are doing. Like you said, they need more prayer in school. Parents need to be more hard on their kids. No way in the world you done bought this child, a 14-year-old child, a gun for Christmas. What you thought he was going to do? Just look at it? What did he think he was going to do with the gun? So I'm looking for those parents to get arrested. What you think, Living with Jesus?
Yes, they were negligent. The guns should have been locked up. Like I said, my husband and I have something like 5 guns. All of them are locked up under lock and key and password coding. So they can't get to them. It needs to be locked up. Even he bought that gun for his son for hunting purposes, because he's in the South and the hunting culture is big down here. Yeah. And so the gun should have been locked up. They knew the child was struggling. The child should have been pulled out and gotten help. It's not that hard to get counseling. It's not. It's not. Really not with the resources we have now. It's not that hard to put your child into counseling. The parents were negligent.
Very negligent. Anybody else want to come up? What we're talking about, the shooting, what was in Georgia, we were just speaking on what solutions or what do y'all think need to happen. We up here agreeing with Living for Jesus. The parent needs to do their job. They got to stop acting like they their friend. Put those, do the job. Like you said, you got to stop being so soft on these kids.
Yeah, but no, people think we just need more gun laws. No, okay, first of all, the kid broke 12 gun laws to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So if a criminal wants to do something, you think he's going to try to do it by the book? You think he's going to try to follow the laws as he's working on? No, that's silly. No.
No.
Okay, no. What needs to happen? every time something like this happens, personal responsibility is always foisted off of, oh, well, we need more gun laws. We need, no. Okay, people have a right to have their guns and to protect themselves. Especially, we have, I don't know how many migrants who were not vetted. We don't know who these people are. Were allowed to come in this country. Okay, there's a reason why legal immigration exists. Okay, so you can vet these people and know background checks. What did they do in their country? Are they fleeing some criminal thing, or what? Why are they coming here? We don't know, because they just let them flood.
What you're saying. I understand.
They just let them flood in here. Every one of those cases where an illegal immigrant recently has done some type of crime, every time they do a background check, they got checked off that they did the same stuff in their own country. Okay, yep. And we would have known that if they had come in legally and were vetted, and we knew exactly background check and knew exactly what they had done in their own country. So now you have all these illegals coming in here, setting up gangs. They have one Venezuelan gang taking over thing, and they have another one. All these things. Okay, you need to be able to protect yourself. You need
That's
to.
Right. That's right.
I live in the country. For the police to get to me, it's going to take at least 45 minutes.
Wow.
Because I live in the country.
I was saying too, living for Jesus. A lot of people have their guns for their protection. They have their guns for their protection, like you said. Got immigrants and people coming in the country. You don't know where they're coming from. You don't know their background. You don't know nothing, and you got to protect yourself and your family. But when it come down to, like you said, they could have put the gun on a safe, or even though he bought the gun for the child, he's still supposed to have supervision over it. He supposed to be had supervision over. Well, so what? The gun was just laying in his room. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. $100 and you can get a gun safe. $100. Our gun safe has a key and a passcode on it, so you can't. Our children cannot access it. They cannot access it.
Yeah.
And my husband and I are the only ones who know where the key is and what the passcode is. My children can't. Not only that, but it's in our room. They have to come in our. No. Also, we monitor our children. So many people are letting their children grow up like wolves. They just wild. You know what I'm saying? No, you need to raise your children. You need to know where your children are at. From a certain age, you should know exactly where your children are. They should not have so much freedom when you don't know where they're at. I know where my children are at.
My grandkids, like I said, they got their phones. My daughter she monitor their phone calls. She got trackers on their phone. She put it on there because she got 2 teenagers in here, and the little one, she got in trouble today. She's not watching no television. She's not getting on no phone. We have to have rules. We have to set the foot down on these kids. Gotta let them know, look, you ain't gonna grow up. We ain't gonna let you grow up like this. You got to know who they following on these social media sites.
Children should not even have social media. Social media is nothing more than an open door into your life, and you have no control over who goes through that open door and what their intentions are. My children and I have no social media. The only kind of social media I have is YouTube, where I can watch sermons, and then I have something called Telegram, where I can join I join a prayer group. Where it's for a pastor, just a prayer group. That's it. Other than that, you don't need any social media. You don't need it. We lived how long without social media before? Nobody died. Okay. You didn't get in the 90s. You did not have social media where you could post what you ate or where you were, and guess what? Nobody died. Everybody was fine. Right. You know what I'm saying? People are stupid. They will post where they're at the moment. They make it so easy to become targets. Why do you want everybody to know where you're at and what you're doing? Oh, okay. That's so they're at the mall. I can go rob their house. Or stalker. Oh, I like that person. They're at the mall. I'm going to go stalk them and yank them up. You don't. People are, oh, Lord help me. No, it's stupid. My children have no social media at all. Okay. I monitor everything that they have, everything, every game, everything, even their games. If there's a chat component to it where they can chat with, I turn that off. They're not allowed any type of social media. It's an open door into your life that anybody with any intentions can come through.
That's it.
Even for adults, when social media started taking off, especially when Facebook and all that, when it first came out, the instances of infidelity in marriages and stuff, increase because I can look up that that old high school person I used to go. I can go, okay, it's an open door into your life that doesn't need to be.
Who do you want to come up? Get the link on the community wall. I was trying to put it. Was you able to get it in the chat, or you got off my community wall? Living for Jesus.
I went to the community wall.
You have to go to the community wall if you want to come up, Buddha. How you been doing? But you are right about that. You right about that. On social media, you know about everybody, marriage situations and everything. I mean,
and everybody gets on here and tell all their business. They get on here and tell well, I'm doing this. We're having this problem. Me and my husband are fighting. Okay, you just told I don't know how many people that there's a crack in your marriage, and somebody with bad intention can come wiggle in and disrupt your. You don't need it. People are so narcissistic nowadays, where they think everybody needs to know every moment of their life. No, you doing yourself detriment.
That's true.
What does the Bible say? Don't let your left hand know what your right hand doing.
Absolutely. I was just reading this article right here that said the father of the mass shooting suspect accused of killing 4 people at the high school in Winter, Georgia, told investigators this week he had purchased the gun used in the killing as a holiday present for his son in December 2023, according to 2 law enforcement sources with direct knowledge of the investigation. His name was Colt Gray, a 14-year-old student, is accused of killing 2 students and 2 teachers with a AR style rifle in Wednesday shooting. 9 more people was hospitalized. What you say? I didn't know it was a rifle. Oh my God. Okay, then they said the rifle was purchased at a local gun store as a Christmas present. The timeline the teen father, Colin Gray, provided to authorities would put the gun purchase months after the authorities first contact. See, they already had talked to them about an online threat situation. They already had, and see, this is what I fought the law enforcement at right here. They already didn't talk to these people about something happened in 2023. Why y'all continue to let him be at that school? To go to any school? Why they was not monitoring this student? I'm sure the law enforcement got it on record what they investigated them in 2023. So did you know that Living for Jesus?
No, I hadn't read up on the story, but no, they already had the warning signs. The aunt came out talking about, he's troubled and all. Okay, if you knew that, you should have done something beforehand. The moment you realized he was having problems and stuff, they should have got him into counseling and they should have moved him out of that school. To either homeschool, but that's the problem. Parents don't want to parent anymore. They're too wrapped up in their own stuff, and they have the gentle parenting and stuff. Hold on one second, baby. It's okay, baby. No, mommy's not fighting. Mommy's just trying to get her point. You're fine, Winter. You're okay, baby. Come here. You're okay. Here.
Everybody, they're okay.
Yeah, just my daughter, Winter, my youngest, is autistic. If she hears me raise my voice, she gets, hey, go get your children's Bible. I'm gonna go get your
everything okay, sweetie. We just having a positive dialogue about the shooting.
Mommy,
they said the teen. Let's finish reading this. This is how everybody's worst nightmare unfolds. The teen suspect left his Algebra 1 class around 9:45 a.m. His classmate told CNN the classroom doors locked automatically near the end of the class. So what? He just walked out of class? What? So he didn't tell the teacher he was gone. He just walked up out of class. So the classroom doors locked automatically and near the end of class. The suspect knocked on the door to try to come back in. Another student went to open the door, but apparently saw the gun and refused to let him in. The diversion may have saved her life. What? I think he wanted to come to us first. Wow. Instead, the shooter turned to a nearby classroom and opened fire. and you hear about 10 to 15 rounds back to back. The first report of the active shooter came in at around 10:20. Two school resources officers and law enforcement quickly arrived. See, he left his class. The guy left his class, y'all. Okay, thank you, Miss Patty. Good to see you. All right, I understand. He left his class, and they said the doors locked automatic, right? So he tried to get back in the first class, but he couldn't get back in there because the door was locked. But the student saw the gun. So I guess everybody started panicking and went, ooh. So he went to the next class. I guess their door was open. And he just went in there and just started shooting. Oh my God.
That right there shows you he wasn't after a particular person. He just wanted blood. He just wanted to hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't after a particular person. For him to just go to the next class. No, he just wanted blood. I'm sorry. That's spiritual.
This is something he wanted to do.
That's spiritual. That's a spirit of murder on that child. I'm sorry. They just want to hurt somebody.
They said when the quiet boy sitting next to her got up during the lesson and left, the door closing and all of it. No, he left the class. So what was the teacher at when he left the class? They said this boy was known to skip class, but he came back. What? So this is something he been doing. This is something he been skipping class. He been leaving the class. What kind of class they got going on at that school? You hear what I'm saying? They say he been skipping class. Where he did leave. So do they contact the parents? What do they do? You see what I'm saying, with Jesus? So nothing be done about kids.
Either they were
skip class, and I know when my granddaughter had got in trouble about that, they contact my daughter. They supposed to contact the parents when they skip classes, right?
Yes, either they were used to him skipping class and they just didn't care at that point, or they thought maybe he was going to his next class, because when the kids get to a certain level, like my daughter is an 8th grader, she has homeroom, but then she goes to multiple classes. Not only that, but she's active she's got student council, beta club. They have the school radio. She's a soccer player. And so sometimes they will pull them out of class to do other things. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is it should have still been monitored. They should have known where that child was.
They should have been monitoring here. Like Lena said, apparently the parent don't care. And that's exactly, the parent don't care. And they get charged. I'm serious. I think those parents gonna get charged. So they said, the 14-year-old knocked on the classroom door. The girl got up. I read that part. And she said, through the small window of the locked class door, she saw the gun, turned right toward another class. She seen, after he couldn't get in their class, he went to the next class, and she saw it. So he didn't have a chance. If that boy had his way, he probably would have shot up that class and the next class. You know, like you said, he had it on his mind. He had blood murder on his mind. It was all premeditated. They say 10-minute walk away, a middle school 8th grader, Tim Marshall, was also in the second period connection B band when he heard a gun go off. See, all the kids just talking about what they heard. The 13-year-old grabbed a big drum and got ready to throw it at the shooter. Ooh, Lord have mercy. But then an announcement was made. Their school was on lockdown. So I'm assuming that class that came out of, they probably got cameras in the hallway. I'm assuming they did. So they saw everything. So they put the classes on lockdown. Wow, it's just sad. It's sad, y'all. They said, like so many American school children, they had trained for this and knew to stay quiet. I guess they, they talk about this during the school, what to expect if someone come in your school. They tell them not to keep up noise. They probably tell them to go in some kids probably went up on the desk. They probably, I can imagine how that school was. Cause you know we used to have those little grills at school, the little fire drills and stuff. You remember those, Lena? Hello?
I'm here.
Do you remember when we used to have the little fire drills at school?
Mm-hmm.
And we used to go in the hallway and things like that. See, they already talked to these kids about what they expect if something like this happens. So they told them to stay quiet, you know, but it's just sad, man. It's sad. Her phone was, and then like I was reading where somebody asked you this question here. Do you think they should just like let the kids have their phones in class? Do you think they should have their phones in class, like things like this happening, where people can get a chance to call their parents? You know, because they say after this happened, parent was just going up there looking for their kids.
But see that the problem is, even if they have their phone, you can call they call their parents. When the school's on lockdown, the parent can't do anything. Parent can't access the school once it goes on lockdown. I mean, the kids can call for help, but usually by that time they've already know that there's a shooter in the school.
Yeah.
Or they've already, you know what I'm saying? But you other than the child's afraid and they want to text their parents. You like I saw one kid text his parents that there was a shooter there and they were scared and they were, you know, the parent was trying to comfort the kid. But the point is, if the kid that calls the parent while it's happening, the parent's not going to be able to access the school. They're going to be locked out as well.
Yeah, that's true. But
you know,
half of them kids still have their phones. They said they can put them in their bag and don't pull them out, but you know, some of those kids still have their phones on them. Some of them still have their phones in class, and I know my granddaughter be texting me sometimes, like, "Oh, where you at?" But it just, like you said, I agree with you 100% about parents need to start being parents. They need to do that. And like you said about these gun laws, they're saying they should make some, but like you said, why? They're not going to go by the gun laws.
A criminal does not care about a law.
Yeah.
I said, look at Chicago. Like I said, I could not visit. I
heard it's bad in Chicago. I heard it is
bad. I tried to, like I said, visit my brother in Chicago, and because of this, not only that, but there's this mentality for some reason. Well, if you see something, oh, you can't say nothing because you're a snitch. I'm sorry, no. When children are being shot in the street by stray bullets and stuff like that, and you can't even drive through a neighborhood, you know, because of the violence. You're gonna worry and stigmatize someone. A witness telling the truth. Okay, I saw that person, get shot, but no, people are quiet because I don't want to be a snitch. I'm sorry, I can't get with that mentality. I see something, darn it, I'm telling.
Absolutely.
I'm telling. I'm sorry. Okay, it was that person. I'm telling. I don't care what you get labeled. Oh, you're a snitch. I had to break that out.
Yeah, that's the first thing they say. You're a snitch. You're a snitch. You know, you're not being a snitch. You're trying to tell what happened for other people can be safe. For others can stay safe. Like I was telling y'all about when my brother got beat up that time. Nobody would even come forward.
That's what I'm saying.
No one wouldn't come forward and say they saw those boys beat my brother. Cause they were like, oh, they're gonna get us. They're gonna call us rats. They're gonna call us snitches. But you see, my brother got beat down. My brother was in a coma for a few days because I don't want to start crying because they kicked him. They beat him. They left my brother for dead because they thought he had some money. And people at the store, because the store was right there. My brother had them went down the street and they followed him. I think he would get some lottery tickets or something like that. But they followed him. But people seen it. But they just went. We fought hard trying to get people to come forward, but they wouldn't do it. It's just so happened.
I don't want to be a snitch. It's just stupid. Yeah. The whole mentality is stupid. Okay, instead of telling and getting people who are responsible arrested, you rather keep your mouth closed and let the neighborhood go to hell in a handbasket.
Oh, girl, that was so rough on us.
No, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. When I was able to go visit my brother, we had to rent an Airbnb an hour away away from his neighborhood,
Wow.
just so we could visit it. And then he get on the bus and we meet at a location, pick him up in our van, and then go someplace else because he was so afraid something was going to happen in that neighborhood. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It is. So I mean, it's bad that you can't even visit your brother. So do he ever come down your way since it's so bad up that way?
He can't. He's on dialysis. He's awaiting a kidney transplant, so he cannot travel.
Oh, that's the one you was telling me about, right?
Yes, he can't travel right now because he has to get dialysis. I believe 4 times a week now. And he's on the kidney transplant list. So we went up there to go visit him, but we had to get an Airbnb an hour away for just so we could be safe, someplace safe.
But your brother's in my prayer. I remember you was telling me about that. And then they said the boy that did the shooting was getting bullied by other children. We talk about bullying, how other children, like you was just mentioning something about your daughter. We see this all the time. And mentally, it does bother our kids when other children pick at them. That's where the parenting and the counseling and all that supposed to come into play. Because my granddaughter went through this. I told you my granddaughter wanted to kill herself because she was being bullied real bad. But I'm glad that we was able to reach her. We prayed with her. We got her, people to talk to her. Like I said, you gotta know what's going on with them. Whether they want to tell you or not, you got to have that communication with these kids. Because if not, they're going to feel like they are alone. They're going to feel like somebody don't love them. And then once they get bullied, they're going to feel like, look, I ain't got nobody that care for me no way. That's how someone feel. And they shouldn't have to feel that way. They wake up to go to school. Some of them probably want to go and some don't, but they do want to come back home. That's right. It's crazy. So I'm so glad, I'm a praying woman, and we believe in prayer. We believe in God, and we was able to. I'm just glad my granddaughter's. I'm just glad she's here with us. You know what I'm saying? Because it was rough, but we was able to get her at a place and let her know, look, you have a lot to live for. So she's doing good. Everybody doing good. They started their new school year. That's why I ask them every day. I say, what's going on at school? I be asking questions. I ask my kids questions, y'all. Keep talking to your children. Keep talking to your children. So, Living for Jesus, what advice would you give a parent when it comes down to purchasing guns for their children?
If it's like I said, in the South, like I said, there's a large gun culture for hunting culture, where they like to hunt deer and stuff like that. Okay, I understand, fathers buying their sons right, but the problem is you have to. It needs to come with safety. You need to have. It needs to be the guns need to be stored.
Okay, Lena, good to see you. Living for Jesus.
I said they need to be stored properly. The child, if they're not going on a hunting trip, them guns, they should not have any access to the gun. They should not have any access to the gun. But before any of that, you need to be able to know what your children's mind frame is, what their mental state is. Okay, most people are. They don't. Most of these parents don't want to parent. They don't want to parent. They'll hand their kid a electronic device and go entertain yourself. They don't want to parent. They're too busy off in their own phones and
Girl, you're right.
To bother what they're doing. No. Pay attention to your children. I took my kid to her soccer game. The children are on the soccer field playing. A line of parents are not even looking at the children playing. They're down with their head down, looking at their phone.
You're right. You telling the truth, Dad.
I'm like, well, what's the point of even coming if you're not going to look at your kid?
Absolutely.
A line of parents, all of them sitting in chairs or on the bleachers with their head down on their phone. I'm like, you all
don't even know what's going on in the soccer game, huh?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Most parents are off in their own little world on social media and everything, and they're not even worried about their children nowadays. As soon as they can hold it, they're given an iPad or some type of electronic device and told to entertain themselves. No, you're supposed to be a parent. You're supposed to parent. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's just people don't. That's what I'm saying. People don't want to parent anymore. People don't want to parent anymore. People don't want to parent anymore.
They want to be friends. But you got to be a parent. You got to let your kids know, look, we ain't having it. And I can understand from what you said about you don't let your kids be on social media. You don't have any social media because some people now, social media can be a good thing. But then there are some things that shouldn't be on social media. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, my kids, they don't have like stuff like that. They might do like little TikTok, whatever. But I still be watching because that's what people was doing to my granddaughter. They was bullying her on social media.
That's what I'm saying. It's an open doorway. All social media is an open doorway into your life, and you have no control who goes through that doorway or what their intentions are.
Absolutely.
That's why my children have no social media. My teenager, she'll be 14 this month. She has no social media at all. No social media. And then since I do let her have a phone because, like I said, she's part of student council, she tutors other kids, I monitor her phone. I check her phone twice a month. Well, she knows to hand over her phone, and I check her phone. I check the messages. I check the little game she plays. I check her history. I have a parenting app. I can see exactly where she goes. No, that's parenting. That's parenting.
That's it.
You're supposed to put fences around your child to keep them safe. You're supposed to do that. You're not just supposed to let them run wild. You're not supposed to let them run wild. But people don't do that. Like I said, most are caught up in their own little world on social media, their darn self, that they're too busy to watch and to guide their children. And then you have those parents, and it makes it harder for parents who are actually parenting because my kid has to interact with your knucklehead.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's like, okay, I don't, I'm taking this time to raise my child up in the fear of the Lord, but my child has to interact with your child, so I basically have to. If your child's gonna be friends with mine, I have to do a little crash course of parenting on that child. I had to. My daughter has a best friend, Alyssa. This child, when she became friends with my daughter, I said, okay, you know what? If you're gonna come over here because on Saturdays and Sundays I do Bible study with my children. She wanted to come over. I said, you're gonna come over. You're gonna participate in the 30-minute Bible study. If you don't want to participate, that's fine. Go home.
Okay,
if you want to hang, nice. If you want to hang with us, that's fine. I don't mind it. But you're going to participate in. I got permission from the parent. I told her what I was going to do. I said, this is, if she's going to be a part of my child's life, this is what we're going to do. The mother was fine with it. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're going to participate in a 30-minute Bible study that we do, and then then we can do other things and other activities. But no, I'm not just going to let anybody around my child. I'm not doing that.
I understand that, girl.
I'm not doing that.
I understand it. And like you were saying about they took God out of school. They need to bring it back. They need to have some type of prayer, something that people can reflect on. They're
not going to do that anymore because we're in the end times. Yeah. Everything that's happening is what said was going to happen in the book of Revelations.
Sure did.
People are under strong delusions. They are lovers of themselves. They don't care about it's the book of Revelations is leaping off the pages. We're in the end times. We are in the end times.
That's true.
Right now, the only thing you can do now is make sure your children get saved and have fear of the Lord and serve Him and that we're doing as well. Because no, I'm not worried about this world. No, this world it belongs to the wicked one, and I'm waiting for Jesus to come. That's all I'm waiting for.
I know that's right. And you're absolutely right. And I have enjoyed you up here. You spoke some facts up here. This is living for Jesus up here, everybody. We're parents and grandparents, and we want to keep our kids safe. We want to keep our kids safe and want others to make sure their kids be safe too. Like Living for Jesus say, if you're a parent, be a parent. What happened up in here in Georgia with that school, it could have been avoided. The signs were already there. The signs were there, but they didn't, like Lena was saying in the chat, did the parents even care? Because a child said, Dad, I want me a gun. You don't have to get it for them. Those parents, I'm looking to see those parents getting charged because of the fact that they purchased this gun. They already had on record where they had questioned the parent and the boy in 2023 about online threatening with a gun. And I read the article where he said, no, my son wouldn't do that. But okay, look what happened. Look what happened.
Any child, when they're pushed to the edge, can do anything. That's the thing. People have this mentality like their child is perfect. Oh, my child wouldn't. Yes, your child would. Yes, your child would. Absolutely. People have that mentality where they think their child is perfect. Just like these young kids have this mentality that they're going to live forever. I got to tell my 14-year-old, I said, tomorrow's not promised. Amen. I don't care what your age is. I don't care. Children younger than yourself have passed away. I said, no. Tomorrow is not promised, and no child is an angel. As much as I shelter my children and try to raise them in the fear of the Lord, I don't know. My child's not perfect. I told my child recently. I said, you've never bullied anyone, right? Well, no, Mama, I wouldn't do that. I said, well, you better not, because if you do that, I'm gonna tan your hide. We don't do that.
That's right. That's why we tell our kids here. Even though my granddaughter experienced that and went through that, but I told her, even though you went through it, but you don't bully no one. I tell them, don't bully no one, but if somebody do something to y'all, report it to the teachers. If those teachers don't do something, that's when you come to us. We have the opportunity to move these teachers, these principals, the board of education. We go to the board of education. We tell them, look, my child had complained about being bullied and they nothing being done. I don't know if this boy just shot at the school, because like you were saying, he didn't have no particular target. He just was shooting out. He was just shooting.
Yeah,
if he was having problems, and if he told his parents, or the school should have already knew about what was going on with this boy. There's gonna be a lot of stuff being said about this shooting. I don't think it's over with. They still investigating. There's some more stuff to it. Yep. So I tell you, that's why I was saying, Lord, what it gonna take? But like you said, all this was already in the Bible, saying about this world we're living in, and we already experiencing these things. How God said all the things, how people were going to turn against each other, brother against brother, sister against sister, and mother and daughters. All that was already spoken in the Bible about how people were going to be against one another. But, I'm going to continue to keep praying. That's what I'm going to continue to keep praying, living for Jesus. You have anything you would like to say? Anything else you would like to say about the shooting, or any other information, or any advice, or even something motivation to give someone? You have anything else you would like to say?
It's simple. If you're not willing to commit yourself and be a parent and sacrifice and stuff, your time, and actually parent, instead of foisting your children off, the teacher should teach my kid, and if they're not learning, no, people just want to foist their children off and the responsibility off on others. It's like during 2020 when what hit, CVID, I won't say it, but what hit, COVID. Okay, and a lot of kids had to go to school online because we couldn't, because of quarantine. Okay, and a lot of children, their grades dropped, and the parents like, well, why have my kids not? Okay, you know what? The teacher that's only a small part of her job. You are supposed to be teaching your own children.
Yes.
Okay, you're supposed to be teaching your own children. It's not just for you to force them off on the teacher. Oh, they're supposed to do everything. No, that's just a small portion of they're supposed to get the ball rolling. You're supposed to be the one to be teaching your children.
That's right. That's
right. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, if you're not ready to parent, then it's serious. You don't have children. It's just that simple. Don't have a child and expect it to be, like I said, just be raised up like a freaking wolf. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't just turn a child loose like that.
Put them off on people. You can't.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't put them off on people. And I always have said it starts at home. Everything starts at home. It's how your children will be out in the public. If you teach your children at home the way to be, if you let them run wild, what you expect when they get to school or get out in public? They're gonna do the same thing. But it's just sad though, and like I said, my prayers go out to those families. They said 9 was hospitalized, but they're not, no life-threatening injuries. Thank God for that. The 4 people that lost their lives, it's sad. There was somebody's husband, somebody's wife, and those children were somebody's kids, all the way around the board. Everybody gonna be hurt about, and like you said, ain't nobody perfect. Can't nobody say my child won't do this or won't do that. We can't say that. And like we've been saying all along, monitor your kids, see what they're doing, know where they're at. They got phones, monitor their phones and things like that. Don't just say, look, get your phone and go to the room. No, see what they're looking at. See who they talking to. See what they're posting.
I monitor everything of my children, even the music they listen to, everything. You know what I'm saying? I have a parenting app on their phone. I know exactly what they can and what I won't allow them to listen to, because anything can influence the children. You have a teenager listening to a certain rap music where it's talking about gun violence and calling women foul names and all that. Okay, children are like sponges. They're going to absorb that. It glamorizes that type of lifestyle, and they're going to start exhibiting that behavior. No,
that's true. That is so true.
People need to, if you're going to have a child, have the sense to raise it. You don't just let it run wild.
That's right. You got to do your job. You got to do the parenting. Yep. But it's, like I said, do you believe those parents going to get charged?
They need to be. This could have been stopped. This did not need to happen. The gun they bought him for hunting should have been put up. It should have been under lock and key where the child could not access it. They should have known what they're trying. The moment he took that gun, they should have known about it and been able to either get a hold of him or contact the school. You know what I'm saying?
But then for the aunt to say he been reaching out, he been needing help.
So now, like, what were you doing if he's been reaching out and he needed help and you knew it? What were you doing? You're his family. What were you doing?
I read what it said. I'm in Florida, but I was trying to help him long distance. I'm like, so did the parent? What was the parent in all of this? I mean, for the aunt to say that, I would see like the parents should have known something wasn't right with this child. If they was parenting, right?
Yeah, they don't. Like I said, they take no responsibility. That's what I'm saying. They have the child and then they let it run wild. Like I said, they just let it run wild. They take no responsibility. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to know what your children are doing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I know it's hard when you have a teenager. You know what I'm saying? But still, my child comes to me when they get off from school. They sit for about 30 minutes. They tell me what they did, at school, what happened. How they felt. I know what's going on in my children's life. I check their phone constantly. They know, you know what I'm saying? I don't want them go nowhere with, if they're going to go somewhere, I need to know who that parent is. And I know who that parent is. I've had to talk to them several times. I would have been around them. I don't just let my children run wild. But most time people nowadays, they hand their kid an electronic device, a phone, an iPad, something, and go play or leave me alone so I can do my own thing.
Yeah, like they be ready to just get rid of them. It's sad. It is sad. But I have enjoyed you living for Jesus. This has been anybody else that wanted to put any input about it, but I have enjoyed you and thank you for sharing it. And like you said, y'all have y'all guns, and I know you gonna continue to keep them put away, safe, locked, whatever. Because you just don't advertise that kind of stuff around your children. Especially if you have an idea of your child going through some at least talk to them. Find out what's on their mind, you know. Find out what's on their mind. I be asking these children, they be like, Grandma, I'm okay. My grandson came in a while ago. I said, how was your day? He said, it was okay, because he going out for football and stuff like that, you know. I be telling him to watch yourself out there, because some kids can be out there playing ball if they feel like they don't like you or they want to bully you. They might try to hurt you out there on the football field. You know, you never know what's be going on in these kids' mind. You know what I'm saying? Like my son, I don't know if I had told you, today made 11 years my son was in a bad football injury. My son almost lost his leg. He was left partial. We thought he was going to be paralyzed. But we had faith, but he did it. It been 11 years today. My son just came in. It been 11 years today, but I can remember the day my son got hurt playing football. And I was asking him, did the boy try to do it on purpose? Because, you know, like I said, children are going to be children. But it was a play that was running out there on the field. But my son ended up got hurt. And it been 11 years. And I said, God is so good. Because they said my son will never be able to run, jump. They said all those things, but we had faith. And you ought to see it. Now, he hear me talk about it. He going to go out the other way. They ain't gonna call you on camera. They don't like me. But my older one don't like to be on camera now. My daughter don't either. But my son, I thank God that he was able to overcome that. He went through depression and all that stuff. But I thank God today that he's 11 years later, my son, all the things that doctor was saying, that's why I said, you can't believe everything man say. You gotta have faith. Look at him. Come on, Joey. Nah, you ain't gotta come over here. But anyway, I'm about to end up wrapping this up. But Living for Jesus, I enjoyed you. Thank you for sharing your input. And you have anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good. Like I said, I believe the parents should be charged as well, because
Yeah.
knew the issues he was dealing with. They knew he was struggling. They should either pull him out of that school, or they should have got him help. And they darn should have secured their weapons. They should have done that.
Yes.
$100 you can buy a gun safe.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that difficult. If you can go to a gun shop and spend $1,000 to get an AK-47, you can spend $100 or even $200 to get you a gun safe where it's secure.
Absolutely. A lot of those things that it could have been avoided. It could have been avoided.
If you want to take the responsibility of having a gun, and you want to have that at home, with power comes responsibility. You need to take and secure that so nobody else can get hurt.
Absolutely. And that is so true. That is so, you got to take responsibility. You got to be, if you're the parent, you got to take your responsibility of this. And those parents should feel bad. They should feel bad about what they done. They should have never purchased the gun. And they should have been monitoring him especially if they felt like he was, you know, they had to know something about him. You know, you got to know something about your children, right?
If the aunt knew something was wrong with the kid and she's out of state, they knew that something was wrong with their kid.
And she said he was begging for help. I mean, wow. Was he constantly coming home telling people, look, they're picking at me, they're bullying me, until today, yesterday when it happened, it clicked. He snapped. He knew he already had a gun. So, but they say he went on and gave up, when they got ready to, he didn't try to fight. Normally when that happened, they normally end up shooting the shooter, but they gonna charge him as an adult. He's 14. His life is run. It's run. They said
you talking about fighting. He gonna be fighting when he gets to prison.
Yeah. Cause some people, it's be some people that don't like those kind of things. But his whole life is from 14 way. So that means he was in 8th grade? My grandson.
Yeah, he's in the same grade as he'd be in the same grade as my daughter. My daughter's turning 14.
Whole life just might well say run. Just trying,
I'm just glad they caught him, but he didn't kill himself. I'm glad they caught, because usually when you have
what I'm saying.
They're cowardly and end up shooting themselves. I'm like, okay, if you're gonna create this chaos, at least
did you see the picture of it?
Yeah, I saw. That's what I said.
Still a baby. Still a baby. Lord. Well, all right, Living with Jesus. I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. I really enjoyed you, and like I said, prayers going out to those families. And I want to tell my chat, thank y'all for the ones who did come in. And like I said, like I always tell my kids, watch your surroundings, see who you be around. Everybody ain't your friend, and just be careful. And I know at my kids' school, I don't know about the school now, they just started this new school this year because they just moved, but at their old school, but I'm sure they do have it. They do lockdowns. I'm sure they do them at our school. Like when they have events and things like that, they try to make sure they have all the children. They don't want none of them to leave without, supervision and stuff like that. But this boy left that class just like, either the teacher wasn't in there or they just didn't care.
Or they weren't paying attention. My daughter's told me several times she's been in school and seen the teacher on their phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're just not paying attention. I mean, they're either doing TikTok videos themselves, the teachers are, or they're not paying attention. They're not paying. That's what I said.
He walks out the class, and then they gonna say he do it all the time. He skip class all the time. Like this is a normal thing for this guy to do. What? Hey, Lydia McCraft. She said, rest in peace to everyone who died. Amen. Rest in peace to all the ones that lost their lives. And, thank God it wasn't worse than what it was. It's a tragedy, but it could have been even worse. And like you said, he could have turned the gun on himself. But, honey, like you said, when he get in prison, but they said they're gonna try him like an adult.
Yep.
Cause he used that gun like it was an adult.
Yep.
Boy.
They're gonna tear him up when he get to prison.
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's going. They're gonna tear him up when he get to prison.
Yeah.
4 people dead. He ain't getting out. Not in this lifetime.
Ooh.
Because even if they give him the minimum, they're gonna have to try him the minimum 4 times for each murder. He's not getting out.
You see, they try to say, I don't know why every time something happened, they said he had mental health issues. Okay, he already had that. It ain't just like he just got it. You see what I'm saying?
Mental health issues do not give you the right to murder. Mental health issues does not give you the right to hurt your, people around you. A lot of people have mental health issues, but you need to be able to control. That's another thing. People, that's another
thing. That's what they try to use that for excuse.
People will use any excuse nowadays to not take responsibility. Okay? Any excuse. Oh, I have mental health issues. Okay, and that still doesn't give you a right to murder and to treat your fellow people around you like crap. That doesn't give you the right. That does not give you the right to do what you want to do. It does not.
No, it doesn't.
Like I tell my youngest daughter is autistic. I tell her all the time. I'm like, okay, learn to control your little body. Not every emotion needs to be followed. Not every thought needs to be said. Learn to control your little body. You know what I'm saying? You need to learn control. People don't have control now. People don't have control. They just anything they want to do, they do anything they want to say. There's no control. They have no control. And then they want to blame, oh, well, I have this, I have mental health issue. I'm this, I'm that. My daughter's autistic. I tell her all the time, you being autistic is not a scapegoat. It's not something for you to blame so you don't do nothing with your life.
That's right.
You live
her life.
You still need to be able to be a productive member of society. You still need to be able to control your little body and obey the different laws. You need to still be able to control yourself. You do not just have a get out of jail free card just because you have a little bit more struggle than somebody else does because you're autistic.
That's right.
No.
Like Joshua, he just he was up here. He said he's artistic, but he's living his life. I seen him out there on a boat. He just living. He's doing what he do to survive. And we can't let things that go on out, like some of the things I go with my health issues. I can't let it define who I am. I have to keep going to the best of my knowledge. You see what I'm saying? They having a news conference right now. The father
has arrested.
Woo!
Good. What? The father needs to be arrested. The father needs to be arrested.
Oh, I gotta check that out. I knew they were gonna get him.
The father needs to be arrested and charged with manslaughter. Although he didn't kill anybody, he felicitated his son to do the work. No. He needs to be charged with manslaughter.
Because he shouldn't have never bought that gun. I'm trying to see. I'm looking at the updates. Ooh, yep. You're right. They said these are the updates. Father the teen suspect charged. Father the teen suspect charged in Georgia school shooting. The fallen Colin Gray was charged with 4 counts and voluntary manslaughter. Ooh, Lord. He ain't getting out either, y'all. They got 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 8 counts of cruelty to children.
Actions have consequences.
Oh my God. Georgia laws.
They don't play in the South.
Oh my God. Colin Gray, they just talking about it. He's 50. Look, now he's 54 years old, y'all. This man, 54 years old. And do y'all see all these charges he got? He'll never get out of jail. You know what? They're going to be even hard. Who you think they're going to be hard on him or the son?
The father, the only thing they can get him is for his manslaughter because he didn't actually physically kill anybody, but he provided the
gun.
The gun. Yeah, he provided the situation and facilitated the situation for the boy to be able to do what he did. So the father's going to get. It depends on what how many how what degree, but yeah, but he's going to get manslaughter. Guaranteed, he's going to get manslaughter.
And he got 8 counts of cruelty to children. Ooh. So they ain't saying nothing about the mother. Or was they together? Or
they probably either split up. Most of these children that do this come from broken homes.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these children that do this stuff come from broken homes.
Okay, they said his father ownership of several guns, including a military-style rifle like the one used in attack. 2 family members told New York Times that the teen who has been charged with 4 counts of felony murder had a troubled home life. Oh my God. And you just said it. The home was troubled. And they said, my grandson did what he did because, this is the grandparent saying, my grandson did what he did because of the environment that he lived in, said his grandfather. What? And the grandfather speaking out against it. The aunt, the adults they saying the adults in his life let him down. Wow. Now the grandparent and the aunt, they telling people that the adults let him down. So why? I mean, even though I know it wasn't their child, but why they didn't try to intervene or?
Because everybody's pushing the responsibility off on everybody else. Not once had they strictly said, okay, the boy was wrong, okay, or we were wrong. We should have stopped him. Everybody is always foisting the responsibility off on somebody else.
Oh, blaming each other, right?
Yeah, the adults let him down in his life. Okay, well, you were an adult in his life. You were an adult in his life. You should have. This could have been prevented, and they didn't.
That's what they said. There were also growing questions about potential missed opportunities to prevent this attack. Absolutely. They're saying they had a chance to, this could have been worked out. They could have got the boy help. He shouldn't have bought him a gun. How you doing, Ken? We're talking about the shooting. They said they just arrested the dad. So I haven't heard anything about the mom yet, but I'm assuming I'm probably got to read some more later on to see what's I'm sure they're going to, put out if they married or whether, because they said it was trouble in the home. Wow, it's just sad, y'all. Just sad. Because they said a sheriff interviewed a teenager over a year ago about school shooting threats made on social media, but found no definitive evidence that the boy had posted the mess. I hate to say it, he probably did. They just.
I said parents don't want to be parents no more. They want to be your friend.
Lord. Well, him and his dad both gonna be gone. The dad he gonna do some time, but the son probably gonna get the worst because, like you said, he was the one pulled the trigger, but he was the one that provided the weapon for him.
After he knew his son was troubled. Like I said, once he knew his son was troubled, whether they were going hunting or not, he never should have purchased the weapon. Absolutely. 2, if he was going to purchase the weapon and he didn't know his son was that troubled, the gun should have been locked up. Why have a gun if you're not even going to use the proper precautions to have it?
That's true. That is.
Me and my husband, we have our guns. We went to safety classes. We bought a gun safe so the children can't access. We went through the certain safety precautions. But no, people just want to buy it and then just put it in the closet or something and think it's going to be okay. No,
you can't do that.
If you're going to have it, treat it with the respect it deserves. We need to do certain safety precautions. We need to make sure this is put up where the children can't reach it. We need to make sure we know how to operate it in case of emergency. No.
That's true. That is so true. And that's good that y'all did, take those safety classes and things like that. And
with great power comes great responsibility. If you're gonna have a gun, you know what I'm saying, a weapon, you need to go through the safety precautions to be responsible with it.
Amen. Exactly. Wow. But I have enjoyed you living for Jesus. I know it's getting late. Kids probably what time did? I know them kids better be getting ready to get in that tub.
No, it's 7.
Try to get them in the bed early.
No, it's 7. My children. I live in a small town. Tomorrow is fair day. This shows you how small my town is. Tomorrow is fair day. The fair comes around town. Everything shuts down. It's like a holiday here.
Really?
The kids don't go. Yeah, the kids don't go to school. Everything. It's fair day.
What?
Yeah, I live in a small town. There's like, I think, 311. The population is 311. Small town. So when the fair comes to town, everything shuts down. The kids don't go to school. It's fair day. Yeah, I live in like a really small town.
Yeah, I do too. But wow, they ain't had no day like that though. We don't have no day. But I know your kid probably excited, but that they're not going to school, huh?
Yeah, the little one, I'm gonna put her to bed soon. The big one is with her friend, and they're at the fair right now. She
Hey, I was about to say that.
Okay, mommy's talking right now. Go sit down. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Mama loves you, but don't be rude. Thank you. But no,
I like that little one here. Lord have mercy.
No, since I twisted my ankle, I fell on our concrete porch and I twisted my ankle, and so I have a boot on it right now so it can heal, and I have to use crutches. So the older one cleaned up the house for me, where did my chores, and so to reward her, I let her go to the fair with her friend. I know this parent, and I trust her. She's a Christian mom, a Christian mom too, and so I let her go to the fair, and so she's at the fair. She'll be back around 9 o'clock. So yeah, I'm letting her.
So it must have been there a couple of days. The fair must start in a couple of days.
No, I think it started this weekend. Tomorrow is fair day. They put the stuff up, and it officially started today, and it's gonna go today, tomorrow, and then through the weekend.
Okay, I know the fair come up this way. It normally come up this way in October. This way. Well, all right then. But I enjoyed you, and you keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, keep monitoring your kids, keep knowing what's going on. This way, everybody talk to your children. Ask them how their day was. They go to school. You know how some kids they be like, some want to talk, some don't, but ask them anyway. How was your day?
Parents
especially my
nowadays
little one,
don't
she'll
care.
come in here and be about to talk me to death. I sit here and listen to her. I said, oh, y'all did that today? Okay, that's good. And I ask if anybody been bothering them, things like that, But just be knowing, just having that communication with your children, seeing what they mind is, you know what I'm saying? But I want to thank my chat down there. Thank you, living over Fifth and Fabulous. I see you was running the chat down there. You was welcoming people. Thanks to all of my awesome moderators that did come in today. And like I said, this was for educational, entertainment purposes only. I'm not an investigator or journalist or anything. I'm just a YouTube creator, just speaking on as a parent, grandparent, and enough is enough. Enough is enough. It gonna have to come to an end sooner or later. But like you said, Linvages, we living in the times now. Yep. So if you have anything else you want to say before I finish sign off.
I'm good, sister.
All right, enjoy it. You're always welcome up here. And you take care of yourself now. So you said you got the did you break it or you fractured it?
Thankfully I didn't. I did pull some ligaments.
Ooh.
I pulled some ligaments in my ankle and my foot, and then on the side right there. I pulled, so they put it in, them boots, the medical boots.
Yeah, I know.
She said that I have to wear that for 2 weeks, and they gave me a pair of crutches as well. And so I've been trying to elevate it because it blew up. It swelled up like a balloon. My foot swelled up. And
you
so
take it easy, girl.
Yeah, so I've been elevating it. My husband stayed home not last night, but the night before when it happened. And I've been elevating my leg, and so the swelling will go down.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you take care of yourself, and just do what you can do. I know you probably used to doing things in the house, but just take a few days and let that swelling go down. Cause like my knee, I got fluid and it swells, goes up and down and things like that. I have a brace I wear on mine, but like some days I be in so much pain, but I try to keep it moving. But you take care of yourself, or you don't want that feet to swell too much. Did you go back to the doctor yet?
No, I went to get this taken care of. I went to the ER. When I fell, we have cameras in our the Ring cameras, the security cameras. When I fell on the porch, thankfully my husband, because
hold up, go and take a bath. Time you take a bath. Okay, to get it straight right now. Go ahead now.
Any movement will trigger the cameras. Thankfully, when I fell, it triggered the camera, and my husband saw me fall, and he came home, and then he took me to the ER.
Wow. So good thing, those cameras, my daughter, we got some too. And these days you have to have security on your homes because people doing some crazy stuff.
Yes, I said I don't. We have security for outside and also for inside. I have a teenager now. I have a camera pointed at her window. She can't leave her room.
Yeah, we got one.
No, I'm not. I don't play. I don't trust her. She's like, Mommy, you don't trust me? No, I don't.
Got one on one of my granddaughters' windows. She's like, why I got one on my window? Because
exactly. I don't want nobody crawling in, and I don't want you crawling out. No. I said, you don't trust me, Mama? No, I don't trust you. No, she's like, you don't trust me, Mama? No, I don't trust you. Let's clear the air. No, I don't trust you. Not as far as I can pick you up and throw you a little bit. I don't trust you. No.
Ooh, you got to protect. We got to protect our babies. We got to protect our babies. So thank you for coming over. So do you do anything on your channel?
No, I don't think I do is support people. I don't know.
Well, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for sharing today about, like I said, all parents should want to have a say-so about some things like this, especially when you got kids in school. When your kids leave home in the morning time, I know you pray just like I do.
Yeah.
Pray that they make it back home safely and they have a good day at school. It's sad. My granddaughter said today, they said they're gonna get some. It's gonna happen to some most schools in Georgia. I'm like, what? I said, girl, don't be saying that. So that's what they saying, Grandma. I said, girl, don't say that. Y'all won't go to school tomorrow. So I told. But do you think it's gonna get so bad where we got to pull the kids out of school?
Like I said, we're in the last days. Nothing would surprise me, but I don't think they're gonna. There are gonna be people who pull their kids out and stuff like that. But the problem is with pulling your kids out. Most people, they don't understand. It will overwhelm them. I have friends who have pulled their kids out of school for a year and then they end up re-enrolling them because they didn't know. It's not easy teaching children. It's not. Yeah. It's not. A lot of people don't have the patience for it. I have a friend. She pulled her kid out of school, and then they end up having to enroll the kid right back in it because she said because she didn't have the patience. The child wasn't learning. The school is not
easy. It ain't easy.
It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot of people, like I said, they don't want to take the time to. Even with school, people don't want to take the time to teach their children. They don't want to take the time.
That C word was going on. They didn't have a choice but to be at home.
Yeah, you saw how many people were complaining then.
Yeah.
And now and they still had the teachers teaching online, but they didn't want to sit down and do homework or make sure the children were doing the homework. That people don't want to parent anymore. Parents don't want to take their
responsibility.
They just want to be their kids' friend. Yeah. They want to be their kids' friend, and they want to do little TikTok dances and stuff.
I don't know. Do anybody know heaven is the best? Do anybody know heaven is the best? Because I don't like to just. I forgot to take that community. I forgot to take this off because I'm going to get ready. Because I don't. Do anybody know heaven is best? Because I've never seen them before, and I don't want to be just putting anybody on my thing.
No, I don't know anybody like that.
I don't know you. You ever been over here? No, you never been over here before. So, if anybody in the chat knows someone named Heaven is the best,
they can talk to you in the StreamYard in the private chat and they can tell you who they are.
Do you have a channel? Because this what happened to me before. I let someone up and they palm bomb me, and I ain't ready. I don't want to see nobody. Miss Key, you ever heard it? The name of the channel is Heaven is the Best. Hey, I'm gonna put it in the chat. And if y'all see a channel, I had to learn my lesson. Cause that was devastating that day. I don't want to see nobody naked body. I got a husband. I don't need to see nobody else. But let me see. I don't know you. You never been in my chat. I have never. My moderators saying they don't know who you are. Do y'all see a channel named that? Can y'all pull that channel up? Buddha thought I would have a panic attack that day. Because I'm like, they pulled out their private part. And my husband, sometimes he peeps in my chat, and I try to keep my, you know what I do over here, Living for Jesus. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't need to do that. You know, I share wellness and cooking and try to do inspiration and stuff like that. Type your name in the chat. They gone now, so it's obvious. What I said the name was Heaven. What? They gone now.
They're probably a troll.
Their name was Heaven Song. I forgot the name already, but I never heard of them. And who is that? I don't even know who you is. Who is Nina? Neil Cole. Are you new? See, I have to be careful letting people. I can't let people on my panel. I know you Living for Jesus, and I know I be seeing you talking about Ohio. See, trolls coming in here now. Who is Grimsome X? See, trolls are coming here now. No, I know you're not. I'm talking about who is Crimson X. Oh no. See, if I have never seen in my chat, and if you don't have someone threatened Cincinnati, who is this? Oh, for real? There's a lot of stuff going on out in the world. For real, I didn't know that. You just somebody threatened Cincinnati. I don't know what they're talking about. But okay, Living for Jesus, I have enjoyed you. Like I said, you take care of yourself. Look, let your oldest do all the work.
Oh yeah, I got her running and doing chores. She needs to step up. I told her, I said, you big enough to help mommy.
Yeah, that's what we tell these here, honey. Put those games and things up. Y'all have time. Do your chores when you get out of school. My grandson know what he's supposed to do every day. My granddaughter know what she's supposed to do. And they do it. Then if they have any homework and anything like that, we let them they do their homework. And they know, look, it's time for you to get in the tub. You know, you've been on punishment all evening. So you didn't even watch television this day.
No.
So what tomorrow? What are you gonna do tomorrow? You're not gonna be talking all in class tomorrow?
No.
Cause you know, mommy, you know we mean business, right? You know that, right?
Yeah.
Tell Miss Living for Jesus, hey.
Hey.
Hi.
She was being bad at school today. She's on punishment. Kay, stop, girl. I don't know who you is, Kay. Kay, there's some people coming up here. I don't know. Who is Kay Lana? Somebody named K L-A-A-A. Who is that? I took that link down. Who is K La La? Y'all ever heard of them?
Nope.
We got picked up early because of a threat. What happened? Somebody said somebody in Cincinnati they threatened.
Apparently a school in Cincinnati had a threat made.
Oh, okay. We got picked up early because of the threat. Okay. So this happened at a school? You know it's time for you to go get in the bathroom. Let me get out of here, Pocket Cause I gotta do some straightening, girl. Because she was already on punishment. Teacher had texted her mom and said she was doing a little bit much talking today. And so she been on punishment. She been in her room all evening. She missed that TV. Because she like to come home and watch her favorite show. See, that's what we have to do. Take some of the things that they like, you know, let them know what we mean. But it was like it was a case back in 2016. That was a case back in 2016. Oh, but yeah, this happened like last year. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So you was like, I guess they was kind of like at an incident what happened at a school or something. And that's sad. People, half our kids don't even want to go no way. And then when they go, they don't want to be going, trying to run and hide. And whew, I can imagine how those kids was at that school. Because, you hear about it every day. Schools getting bombed, school getting threatened, schools, people getting shot and things. We hear about this every day. And you like, wow, it happened at my school? Someone threatened. The threat was today? Wow. I'm sorry to hear about that, Crimson. I don't know what make people do the things they do. I don't know why people are so evil and cruel.
Because this world is under the power of the wicked one right now. That's why.
Ohio has this happen a lot. Okay. So that's where you're from, Cincinnati, Ohio? I'm sorry to hear about that. I pray that things get better. Like I said, we got to continue to keep praying, everybody. Like I said, bring the prayers back in school. Parents, do your job. Parent your kid. Like I said, me and my kids are close, but they know I'm mama. They know I'm mama. Ain't no best friend, whatever. Me and my daughter are like best friend, but she know when they come down to mama, I'm the mom. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they do it for attention. Yeah, that's what it's. And see, like they said, a boy did the shooting. He needed help. The parents, they was ignoring it, I guess. So they just now they saying that he was in a trouble home. See, that's what they're gonna try to use for when they try to use defense or whatever. They're gonna say, well, he was brought up in a troubled home. He's dealing with this. Nobody was paying him, and the grandparent coming out now saying they let him down. They blame the parents.
No matter what his home life, it does not give him the right to murder other people or to change other people's life by shooting and do that. He has no excuse. He has no excuse. He has no
excuse at
all. He has
all.
no excuse. I came from a troubled background myself. I ain't shooting people up. I ain't doing it. No,
That's
there's no.
right.
There's no.
You gotta deal with it. Get the help you need. I mean, some people can be scarred from things that happened as a child for life. Like me, I was raped at an early age. I was raped by my cousin at 8 years old. I'm 55 years old. That is always going to be with me. But I don't let that define me. And I think that's why I'm so protective of my grandkids, because I don't like for them to be at if they go somewhere, I'm asking questions, who they stand with, do you know them, and this and that. My daughter was telling me at one time, like, Grandma, Mama, you need to maybe lighten up a little bit. Things ain't like they used to be. I said, yes, it is. People still doing stuff like that. And it can be people in your own house. It can be people you were related to. Because that's what happened to me. I spent the night with my aunt, and my cousin came in my room. And it seemed like I can't, even at the age I am now, it gonna always be part of my life. You see what I'm saying? I can't escape it, but I did forgive him as I got older and grown. My faith, I just forgave him. But I don't want that to happen to my kids or my grandkids, what happened to me, or to no other child. Because it's just like he took my innocence. He really did. Go on and get her bath water. That's right. The bullying stuff is no excuse about what they gonna try to put it off on bullying for this young guy, for the guy that did the shooting. That was wrong. We'll just come to see what's going on. Well, I just came to see. Well, thank you for sharing what you shared about Cincinnati. I'm about to end this. I'm about 4 more minutes. I've been there 2 hours. I want to thank my guests on the panel, Living for Jesus. Thank you for sharing about your input about things that should have, it could have been avoided. And if you're a parent, take your responsibility, parent your child. know what's going on with them. They got these phones, they be on these computers, they be on Instagram, all these social media sites. You don't know who they following. Follow them, monitor them, see what kind of people they're involved with. You know, like when they're shooting about Donald Trump. I'm not, I ain't saying bad thing about Donald Trump, but the guy what shot him, they follow his social media. They still don't know why he did what he did. Why do you think people do what they do? It's just something they want to do. It ain't like somebody told, I don't guess nobody told him to go out there and shoot Trump, but I think it was premeditated. It was something that he already wanted to do. So like I said again, thanks everybody for coming in. Living for Jesus. You go on and finish elevating your you do too, Grimson. You be safe where you at. Be safe where you at. There's so much going on out in the world, you know. Like I said, tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. We must take one day at a time. All right, Living for Jesus. You have a good night. Did you hear about, that's what we're talking about right now. I'm from Georgia. Yes. That's what we're talking about now. That's what we was talking about, the shooting in Georgia. They saying they arrest the dad. They have arrested the dad. And I knew they were going to arrest the parent. Yep. But all right, you guys. I have enjoyed everybody. I want to thank my chat. Y'all was being so respectful down there. I'm sorry the two people that tried to get on the bike. I just can't let anybody. Yeah, you stay safe too. I just don't let anybody up on my panel, especially if you haven't been in my chat. I don't know you. I had to learn it the hard way. So if you want to come back and just chill in the chat, as long as you're being positive, I get to know who you are. I wouldn't mind putting you on my panel, but just popping up, no. If my moderators or anybody in my chat don't know the names I call out, you're not coming up here. All right, Live with Jesus. You have a good night, okay?
Good night, sister.
Enjoyed you, and you take care of yourself. All right, you guys. This has been an awesome show. Like I said, it's for educational entertainment purposes only. I made it through the live. I didn't have no aches and pain. Like I said, I had been dealing with dental work. I thank God those, good night. I thank God those stitches did come on out. I got to finish getting some more dental work. So y'all might see me behind the camera again. Probably be coming up to the end of the month. Other than that, I'm feeling great. I'm still going to continue to do what's best for when it comes down to my health. I'm going to continue to do that. Social media will always wait. When it comes down to my health, I'm going to do what I can do to take care of myself. Like I said, prayers to everyone that was involved and lost their lives during this shooting in Georgia. Prayers to those parents and the ones, the husband and wives, the two teachers. I think the man had some kids. I got to read about the woman, but it was a lady teacher and a man teacher, and it was two boys. Prayers going out to family, the community, the school, and it's gonna probably take some days and probably months. Those kids are traumatized, so the parents gonna probably have to get some on counseling. So let's continue to monitor our children, continue to know what they're doing, continue to be a parent, know when to be a parent and a friend. You can't be a friend when you're trying to be if you're a parent. Know where to draw the line. Let them know who's boss. I have enjoyed everybody as always. Shout out to Living for Jesus for coming up. Shout out to Joshua for coming up also. Tomorrow is Friday. I'll probably do another talk. I think I'm gonna talk about suicide awareness again tomorrow, because September is Suicide Awareness Month. I'll probably share some information about it. Did you fix some water? Okay, well, okay. Yeah, yeah, a lot of people did. It was in Georgia.
Hey.
Good night. Good night. Love you. Be good. Then tomorrow things will be better for you, okay? You gotta know how to act at school. You can't be being bad and talking. Your mom had a meeting with your teacher today too.
What did she say?
You talk too much. You gotta slow down from talking. What you be talking about?
Nothing.
You gotta be talking about something. You gotta be talking about something. If you're not talking about your classwork, so you can't be in class just talking. Those teachers are there to teach you. And if she feel like you're talking about other things than what she's talking about, she'll feel like she's not doing her job. And I don't want people to be saying, "Who's your little granddaughter?" No, she be talking all the time. I know you can talk. You probably get it from me, but when you go to,
so you do talk like Grandma.
you go get out of here. She said she got the talking from me, but you got to know how to act at school, okay? Okay?
Okay.
Good night. Let me tell the people. Thank you. You sound amazing. Thank you. I think you're new. Welcome.
What?
Bye-bye. Good night. You be good at now. You know you got to be good at school. This my youngest. She been on punishment all evening because she was talking.
Why do it have to be all evening tomorrow?
If you got to be doing good, do good tomorrow at school. You don't want your teacher to tell your mama that you was talking a little bit too much. You know, y'all, that's what y'all have recess for. You can talk at lunchtime. You could talk at...
We have 10 minutes to talk. We already have... When 10 minutes had that when we talk at 9. But to eat our food.
So y'all can talk at lunchtime, can't you?
Yeah, but not that long.
So... You said that black people died in the shooting. It was a... Hello, welcome in. It was a black boy, a little black boy. He was had autism. He was 14. Good night. He was 14. It was two 4. I'm gonna show y'all. Then I'm gonna go. It was two 14-year-old. These are the people that got shot. It was 2 teachers. It was a man, a woman, and 2 boys. The little black boy had autism, and they had another 14-year-old. Prayers going out to the families. And this is the one who did the shooting. They said he needed help. He was calling out for help. I mean, you know, like mentally, he needed help. And they saying his family failed him. They didn't arrest his dad. Okay. I didn't know you had wrote that in the private chat there for Jesus. So heaven, the name of the person with heaven is the best. I think that was a troll. No, I try not to let no trolls up. If I haven't seen you in my chat, I welcome new people, but I have to get to know you a little bit before I put you on my panel, because I don't like to get those scammers up there. It's a lot of them out here on YouTube, and I'm not about that. But I'm about to end this right here. I hope everybody continue. You say if he was Muslim, they can't. If he was Muslim, they'll call him terrorist. Oh, I don't know, but this is the young boy right here, y'all. All right, I'm finna go. Again, thank you, Lynn, for Jesus. Yeah, I didn't know you had asked the guy, what did he have a channel? He didn't have a channel, so I wasn't gonna let him up. But anyway, y'all continue to have a blessed night. Stay encouraged. Thanks to the ones that came in. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, come back, visit, hang out with me. You know, like I said, I do different things over here. I'm all about wellness, talking about the mind, body, and soul. I'm all about inspiring keeping myself motivated, and I like to motivate others. Tomorrow, I'm gonna finish doing the slay timber. I've been sharing some of my meal preps. Y'all don't forget to check out some of my short videos, my videos I've been doing all week. Because I didn't do that much last week because I was under the weather. So you know you'll be out YouTube for a while. Your numbers does drop. So I'm trying to make up some content for some of those days. I wasn't able to do anything. I'm trying to click off of this, but I can go on and click this. We need to stop the violence for real. Let's continue to keep everyone in prayer that has been hurt in this tragic shooting. Well, it's good to see you, Professor. Huh? Read that. Put that back in her book bag. Yeah, it's sad. You know, we just got to keep praying. You know, like I said, you don't have to know no one to pray for them. Just pray for pray for everybody. Pray for everybody. Like I said, I've been going through some things, but I thank God for his grace and mercy. I'm feeling a little bit better. But it was good seeing Professor. You probably see the replay. But yeah, that's what we was talking about, the shooting. And I hope it get better. I hope it get better. But like Living for Jesus was saying, we are living in those last days and those days that Jesus spoke on this in the Bible, how things was gonna be, how people were gonna turn against each other, how evilness and we witness a lot of this every day that people are going through this. Praying for better days, praying for the families that was being affected by this. And when you're in a small community, it was a part of Georgia, and I'm from Georgia. I'm about an hour and a half from Atlanta, and I think they say it's like 2 hours from Atlanta where this shooting happened. It's just bad. Okay, y'all. Y'all continue to have a blessed night. Stay encouraged and always stay prayed up. And thanks for watching. Play my little intro on the way out. And I enjoyed y'all as always.